Welcome back to the Free People. I've got limited time this morning, so I'm going to get right to it. What is this character's name again? She's new to the community. Olivia Rhodes. She goes by Viva. So Viva here, she has got a problem, which is we got a million plague hearts in this territory. And she's a brand new character. I kind of don't want to take her out to take them down. So instead, what she's going to do is she's going to collect a bunch of ammunition, level herself up. We'll see how we like her. But Jenkins, traditionally here, has been my plague heart attacker. He's got a problem because he doesn't have any ammo left for his amazing Prepper's AK-47. So she is going to... Actually, let's have her give him her fancy, her extremely fancy suppressor. So he'll take the suppressor. He'll give her his old suppressor because, she doesn't need the fanciest stuff. She's going to be the one going out and just getting the ammo. And then Jenkins is the one who's going to be taking down the hearts. So I'm going to leave him here to rest. Meanwhile, maybe we can grab somebody else to come with us. I know who should come with us. Thom. That's who's coming with us. Okay, so we've got maybe 30, 40 minutes. So let's go and see how much ammo we can collect in that time. Now I just realized we don't have the most trunk capacity right now. So maybe while we're out, we should keep our eyes open for other vehicles that could be useful. Ooh, there's a survey car. Not useful for the same thing. What's this one? Ranger SUV. Those are, I'm trying to remember how big the trunk capacity is on those. I don't think it's that huge. Ambulance might be okay. Broken Sport. Any other vehicles? What's this one? Another Ranger SUV. Huh. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. I don't think that's got a particularly large trunk, though. Legendre. Wow, we got a lot of consistency in the available vehicles around here. Oh, actually, you know what we should do? What kind of vehicles? Oh, we don't have any. We have no influence. What am I talking about? We just bought a huge base. We got no influence. You know what? This car's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. All right, so we just want to head up the middle of Meager Valley and just hit up as many barns as we can find. Let's see here. Where's my first barn going to be? Maybe that one. That one looks nice. Let's go after that barn. Oh, Thom wanted to hit a zombie with his door, but I denied him. Hello, Jacob Mills and Fadope, Friendly Wombat, the Tank, and Sangatsu. Good to have you all here. Fadope asks if I've ever thought of playing Escape from Tarkov. So I've seen that game. I know that it's got a loyal following. I have never tried it myself, so I genuinely don't know what I would expect from it. So the Tank suggests that we should add a new character, the Bounty Broker's ex-wife, and she should just be a wandering trader who sells stuff that's left over after the separation. Now we have had other ideas for characters to bring into the Bounty Broker's story, but that's not one we've considered. At one point, we had somebody on the team arguing that we should add a crazy cat lady to the game who sells pets. And I was like, the first thing we would need to do is figure out how we would add pets to the game, which is just a whole thing. But sure, if we added pets, we can add a trader who sells the pets. But no, pets are not on the docket anytime soon. All right, so obviously we're going to find ammunition inside here. Oh, wait, no, we just found chemicals. What a surprise. Okay. Maybe there's some ammunition. People keep ammunition in their tool chests, right? Oh, no, signal antenna. I think I've already got one of those, so I'm pretty sure I do anyway. So that might not be worth much except as trade. Or just to keep in someone's inventory for a future community. Yeah. It's kind of fun playing in the Dread Zone where I just genuinely don't care Ah! Oh, gosh, I'm terrible. Okay. Just don't care about making noise at all. Oh no, more zombies. Also, more delicious food. Okay, so because we found the food here, not hopeful we're actually going to find an ammo rucksack. Oh, nope. We did. Hey, thumb. Let's get your inventory here. You carry that rucksack. I'll carry this one. I think we're good. Where'd I park the car? Oh, I have this problem in real life. Where'd I park the car? I wish that I had a mini-map in real life to help me find the car. I sure brought a lot of stuff I probably won't need on this trip. Alright, let's just load the truck down. And head to the next spot. So, where's our next one? So there, this is a good one. And then we can hit up this outpost to drop things off right afterwards. So Fadope says that he's played Escape from Tarkov a few times, and he's so bad at it, he needs to watch other people be bad so he can feel better. That's honestly, I've heard a lot of worse reasons to watch a stream. Oh wait, that's it has. This thing had like the profile of a barn, but it's not a barn. I could have. Oh wait, no, it is. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is an interesting case. So the loot at a site isn't determined by the building. It's determined by the site. Those are two different concepts. Oh, hey, here's an SUV. Let me compare the trunk spaces here. So this guy, he's got 6. What's in here? 6. Okay, so that would not be an upgrade. All right, that's cool. Anyway, so buildings and sites are two different things. We've got this building here. It's what your standard little, what is this, a rambler? Is that the term for this kind of house? I don't know. But there's an invisible box that we draw around it that's called a site, which is different from the building. So every building, it brings with it things like the potential, interior decoration, where the containers might be. I think, actually, you know what? I would have to ask the art team. I don't know how much variation there is inside the buildings, like how much they repeat set dressing and stuff like that. So I'm not going to make any assertions about that. But anyway, the building is at least the 4 walls and the door, the windows, things like that, and the assumptions that you make about what you're going to find inside based on the appearance of the building. And so, yeah, so we repeat buildings, multiple times. You see the same barn and the same rambler and the same clinic and stuff like that again and again. But then each of them is wrapped in an invisible box that is called the site. Now, originally, when we were first working on this game, we planned to actually have sites with multiple buildings on them. Like, for example, if you had a house with a garage, we were thinking, okay, well, the house is a building, the garage is a building, but together they're part of the same site. They've got the same yard, the same lot on the on the map of the city or whatever, and so we would treat them as one site with 2 buildings on it. And we thought that was going to be, I anyway thought that was going to be that was going to make sense. But as we started testing it out, people were just not getting it. They would look at the minimap, and they'd try to clear a site, for instance, kill all the zombies on it, and it wouldn't occur to them they would have to also clear out the shed before the house would be considered clear. And it was just way too confusing. People think, a building's a building, and that's it. And this little, invisible magical thing we had in the background called a site just wasn't relevant. It wasn't, it didn't make any sense. So, let me see. Do you have any room left in your inventory? You do. Here, why don't you take some more stuff from me? And so, yeah, so we eventually ended up making the decision to, rather than having, a site with multiple buildings on it, and again, you can think of other places like, a factory complex with multiple buildings and stuff like that. Those used to be a single site. But we basically said, okay, never mind. We're going to take these big invisible volumes that we paint around these sites and And we'll just say there's one per building. And so now each building has got an invisible sight drawn around it. And so the reason that's relevant is, you notice I definitely got reliable ammo at this little house. That's usually not a thing, right? Normally when you go to a house, if you get ammo, you're really, really lucky. And if you're playing at higher difficulty levels, you don't. You just don't ever find ammo there. Oh, wait, there's still a little bit more left in this place. I thought I'd cleared it out. But what kind of loot you find in a place isn't determined by the building. What kind of loot you find in a place is determined by the site type. And so because we, for whatever reason, we took this house and we decided, you know what, this house is a farmhouse, and we wrapped it in an invisible volume and said, this is a farm. And you notice that means that it gets, on my mini-map over there, it gets the icon of a barn representing a farm. And when I search it, it's got the loot inside that you would expect to find in a barn. Yeah, that's because of its site type. And so you can see that. So this is like a rare sort of exception to the rule. Normally, it's really one-to-one. Normally, if you see a building, you can pretty solidly guess what site that building represents. But now and then you got a weird exception like this guy. Sometimes you'll have, you know, a building that usually is a garage that's treated as a warehouse. Or sometimes, you know, you'll see like a carport that's treated like it's a gas station, or something like that. Because of various details with how they were set dressed, we'll sort of decide that they're a special case, and we'll make them sort of different from the norm. And that's how that works. So, in case you're curious, there you go. Oh yeah, so I claimed this guy. Oh, this is a nice outpost, by the way, because I can just pull all the way inside. The thing I always forget, though, where the... Oh, there's even a container I haven't searched in here. Boink. We're going to have to head home sooner than I thought, because we have picked up a lot of stuff. There's a supply locker. All right, I don't need snacks. And I don't need that. Yep. Let's just switch to Thom. Let him drop his own stuff off.
People try to tell me that Camp Erie was an aberration. That Red Talon isn't about enslaving people. But I know what I saw there.
Good old Cami Baez. She's not a big fan of Red Talon. Let's head over here. We are about full up on rucksacks, so maybe this trip is going to actually be as short as I hoped, because, you know, I've got some time constraints today, so won't be able to stick around in State of Decay 2 as long as I sometimes do. That is my favorite thing to do in this game, by the way. Driving sideways into a zombie just feels extremely satisfying. Okay, do we have to head upstairs in order to count this site as secure? Yes, we do. So J-Hole has a request. Says, can we get more character customization? Maybe the ability to re-roll names, appearances, and traits separately. I get rolls sometimes, but the name or face just doesn't fit the traits to me. Oh, interesting. You know, I think thematic. I realize that can totally be the case. Like, for instance, we've got a trait called Kind Eyes, and if you look at the character and you don't think they have kind eyes, it can be really weird to read a trait saying otherwise. We got a few that you know that do that, but I think accepting a few of those sort of weird, disconcerting cases might be worth it to me to sort of stick to the thematic idea we have in our game that anyone can be anything, right? That you can't look at a person and know what contribution they're going to make to your community. That people will surprise you. That you might, you know, based on what you've experienced in the old world, you might make assumptions about who somebody is and what they're able to do. And those assumptions are often wrong. I like that thematic element. I like the fact that you know, the players can't apply their own assumptions to who the characters are. The characters have to be themselves. So I probably would not advocate to make that change. I understand why you want it, though. And there's definitely cases where you'll be like, this isn't exactly what I wanted, or, there's a weird mental conflict here. I don't see people saying this particular thing about this character, despite the fact that the trait says so. Like a character who, it says they're a couch potato. When you look at them, they're absolutely ripped. For instance, is another example that can be a little strange.
That's nice.
But yeah, I understand why you'd want it, and so yeah. So I'm sorry that my immediate reaction is I don't think we're doing that, but I understand. It's not bad that you want that thing. But yeah, I think in this particular game we're probably not going to go that way.
Put this place behind us.
Oh, dang it. Those ambush zombies get up on you quick. Okay, so we didn't find much here. It's kind of disappointing. Oh, survivor in need. Talk to Becky. Becky? Where are you, Becky? Becky's in the farmhouse. Oh, these guys are just chilling. It's great. Probably gonna be nothing important in here. These containers that just sort of live outside of sites, because we apply like all of our sort of resource quotas, like saying, oh, we need to find a certain number of ammo rucksacks and food rucksacks and stuff like that. Because we apply those to sites, that means that a lot of the best stuff is not going to be found in these places like this one that are outside of the site.
That's a lot of stuff.
Because unless you see that HUD up there in the corner saying where you are, you're not in a site. I've been trying to find my child. Oh, right.
I knew you'd agree.
Come on, Becky. Where do you want to go? Well,
No luck in here.
I'm assuming that what she wants to do first is search this entire house.
I'll feel bad about that when I have time later.
Do.
Not
Oh.
gonna fit.
Anyway, I'm not here to pick up random things. Well, I kind of am. I'm always here to pick up random things. Where did Thom go? Oh, he sees a zombie out there. Or here's a zombie. Hello. Multiple zombies. I'll just deal with this guy out here. You guys handle the guy inside. Okay, anyway. Thom, you ready? Let's switch some stuff around. You take this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I'll hold on to the rest. So is it all the way over at the... Where are we headed? Ah, down there at the concrete silos. Where am I going? The car's this way. So Jeff Spangler says, I love the looting in State of Decay 2 compared to the first one. Yeah, so Brian learned a lot from playing the first game. Even though he actually, Brian did not actually work on the first game because we hired him to work on our canceled game. He was definitely in the room to discuss a lot of the things we did with the with the expansion packs and stuff. But he actually got onto the franchise for the first time with State of Decay 2, and he did put a lot of thought into how to have a system that can be random and surprising, but also always feels right. And that's really hard to do, right? It's like if it's feeling right to players means what they expect happening all the time, in a lot of cases, and that's the opposite of randomness. And so, but I think he landed on a really good system that just makes sure that number one, that there's a certain base level of stuff that you always can. That you can always rely on, that you'll at least get the rucksacks you expect. And then there's a lot of other surprises on top of the rucksacks. Ow. Oh no. Amy, come here, Amy. Oh, crap.
Later.
Wait. No. Can I... Is there something I can claim around here? I want to get a rucksack. I guess, see, 300? Yeah, I can afford that. Let's just claim this place. Not a rucksack. Supply locker, sorry. It is very early in the morning, and my brain does not work. What I wanted to do is claim this outpost.
All right.
Use a supply
The
locker.
outpost is up and running.
I don't have any cure right now, but I can probably manufacture some, right?
You can't die. You can't.
No, dang it! Ah! I didn't have any cure! Oh, gosh! No! She had to kill her own child! Oh, no! I tried! Becky, I tried! I'm so sorry!
I can't believe this.
Oh, no! Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think I accidentally grabbed her a little bit early. I had the wrong dialogue for her. Oh, that was so sad. I am such a failure. I will totally loot her daughter's corpse, though. Oh, that was just the worst. I had completely forgotten that mission. It's been ages since I saw that mission. So yeah, so if I had realized what mission that was, I absolutely could have grabbed myself a cure in advance. But nope, I'm a failure.
Nothing of use.
All right. Well, Thom, that was distressing. Got any room in your inventory, Thom? You got a little bit. Give you this. Don't actually need that, but whatever. Take some extra stuff. All right, let's see if we can find any more ammo before we go. Actually, what else do I need? Might be good to get some materials. It's usually what you find around here. Actually, I don't know if I'm actually in a position to... Do I need to level anything up? Okay, if I get a medical expert... Oh, ooh, Workshop 3, that's what I want. So yes, I do want to get some... Oh, zombie thread at home. Cool. So let's see if we can get some materials. We'll bring those home. Maybe we can upgrade our workshop.
It's locked. Figures. I'm declaring this location Z-free. This will slow me down. Nobody else heard that, right? Right.
Do. There we are. Materials. Here, you carry these. Let's see what else we can find. No, I didn't want to repair the Viking. I mean, I guess I could repair the Viking. It would open some space in my inventory. Because it's just slightly dented up, I think it actually will absorb all of the toolkit that I've got. And actually, yeah, there we go. I can refuel it too. So Hooper wants to know why we don't have weather conditions. Basically, we it's a thing I end up explaining a lot. Basically, adding weather to the game at this point, when we've already got like multiple established maps, with a lot of geography, just tons of geography, would be a challenge because there's a lot you have to do that you kind of behind the scenes when you're doing weather that people might not actually realize. Like, you got to solve problems like, well, what happens if it's raining but then you step under a shelter? You know, does the game know where all the shelters are? Does the game know where should puddles collect on the ground? What should be shiny with rain and what should still stay dry? What should, there's all these problems you have to solve that that don't. It's not like they're unsolvable. There are lots of games with weather, but they take a lot of time and effort from a lot of different disciplines too. Because the artists will have to do a lot of dedicated work to make the maps weather ready, and then on top of that, there's a lot of sort of technical work that has to be done to make everything work the way you expect it to.
Nothing more to kill here.
And the higher the fidelity of game you're going for, the more of a high standard you have to hit with how good the weather looks. And so, because we could add crap weather to the game, but people wouldn't be that pleased with it. So it's not that we couldn't add weather theoretically. If it was the top priority, it's certainly possible to add weather to this game. The problem is, it's not. We end up not prioritizing it because with that amount of time we would have to spend making weather happen, we could do so many other things, and so we just keep deciding, what we're going to do, those other things, and not weather. Okay, so I'm going to hand him these stacks of things, and then pick up some more stuff.
I already got all I can handle.
Oh wait, I just took them from him. Dang it! It is really hard to tell which of those things you're doing. Okay, so send him this and this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'll keep the things that are stackable.
This will slow me down.
I'll send him the things that I'm unlikely to need to stack. I'll pick up a lot of these.
Now, where am I going to put that?
And then the fancy resources I'll take back from him. Send him that. There we go. All right, now I can pick this up. Now I can grab that. The thing I didn't find was materials. In fact, I don't even know that this thing probably didn't even advertise it was going to give me materials. I just wasn't paying attention. Looked like a garage, means materials. Okay, let's head up to this carport here. Grab our last rucksack. I assume there'll be a rucksack of materials there. Hey, knock him off, Tom. You got it. You got it. Why did you get on the other side, you idiot? He's going to rip that door off. There we go. So when followers get into the back left corner of your vehicle, so followers I think usually do try to get into the shotgun position, but they'll only take one step to do it. So if they get in the back left corner of a vehicle, they won't make it all the way to the shotgun seat. I think that's what happened there. I think he got into the back left corner and then moved to the right, but then didn't move forward. Turns out this is not a shed. Hopefully I will still find what I'm looking for here. Because of the site type. There we go. Yep, so again, this is a weird carport. Sometimes these things get assigned to be like gas stations if they've got like a fuel pump or something in them. But this time we decided to make it a shed, basically, which is why I found materials in it. So let's get back home, lay out that siege. Actually, you know what? I want to show off one of the minor tweaks we did in Update 24. So let's actually highlight a different mission. Okay, so I'm pretending that I'm going to go help the Gutting Knives, which is the greatest Enclave name. We're going to go help the Gutting Knives, but we're going to stop off at home on the way. We're not really going to help the Gutting Knives. We're pretending that we're going to help the Gutting Knives. But we're going to stop at home, and there's a siege going on, and I might not be aware of the siege. And what used to happen is it wouldn't tell me there was a siege. And so if you're not paying attention to the dialogue, if you're, for instance, streaming and you've got the volume turned low, that sort of thing. Wait, I have turned a weird direction. Okay. Actually, you know what I did? Because I was relying on the mission to tell me where my home was. That's what I was doing, and I was getting confused. Okay, here we go. Let's just do this as the crow flies. Jeff Spangler asks, why did companions in the back of the truck stop kicking zombies? So I think, did you play the original State of Decay? I think you might be remembering the original State of Decay. They might have had more of a fight animation in the original game, because I don't think they ever fought them off in State of Decay 2. That is actually a note that we've got on our sort of idea list of a thing, an improvement we could make, is maybe have like right now animation resources are particularly dear to us, and so adding a fight animation it would be something we couldn't just do immediately. But we do have a note saying maybe they should not get in the back of the truck if they're going to not be very good fighters back there. And so that is a note that we have because yeah, it seems like right now because the back of the trunk it's so accessible, they just tend to grab it whenever they can. When you have a truck bed slot, they'll grab the truck bed slot, and then they're maximally vulnerable to zombies. Which not usually what you're looking for in a companion. Someone making them making themselves as vulnerable to zombies as they possibly can. Let's just attract that horde into base while we're doing this. Okay, so we have arrived at base. As soon as we go inside, the siege is going to start. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait. Before I go in, let's drop this stuff off.
I hope that keeps us going for a while.
Doop, doop, doop. There we go. And hey, Thom? Let's just switch to Thom for a second. We need to do something about that camera move. That's kind of ridiculous. I think I've already lodged a bug about that, but
Yes?
it's inconsistent, though. It's hard to make it happen on purpose. Okay, so watch the gutting knives mission. Goes away and is replaced by the siege when I come home. So I actually know I've got 30 seconds before zombies are going to show up. Now, Whitney Field is extremely defensible. We've got all of these watchtower positions. So while the zombies are incoming, a lot of them are going to get picked off that way. But then we'll get into a nice big fight. And then after that, we're probably going to cut this session short so I can get my kids ready for school. And then we'll be back. After I get my kids ready for school, I'm going to come back. We're going to stream a little bit more. So one thing this community does not have is any ammo presses. And that makes me sad, because what I really need is more 7.62. Oh, this is my alarm reminding me that I need to get my kids up for school. So I'll do that in just a few minutes. So far, my watchtower folks, or at least, yeah, my other people have got the zombies. Don't really need my help. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, this isn't too bad at all. We didn't have a lot going on at the base, and so the our threat meter was pretty low, I think, when this thing hit. Yeah, threat meter's in the yellow, dread zone, no big deal. Let's upgrade that sucker. Now our threat meter's high, but that's not going to affect the siege that's ongoing. Right after a siege is the perfect time to kick off a bunch of jobs, because you know it'll be probably around, what is it, 45 minutes until the next siege? 30, 40 minutes until the next siege? And so you can probably get a bunch of stuff done and just, have your threat meter be high for a while and not get in any trouble. And notice the gutting knives is back now. So that's actually a feature that that Eric, one of our programmers, added for the Juggernaut edition, is when you've got one mission that comes up and interrupts another mission, the game remembers the old mission you had, so when you resolve that mission, it automatically goes back to the previous mission, which is not how it worked originally. Originally, if you lost if one mission pinned over another mission, you would just lose the original mission. You'd have to go find it again yourself in the UI. All right, so Viva is pretty tired. So let's see. So we got 32 ammo. That's a fair amount of ammo. We don't have any ammo presses, which makes me sad. But let's make sure that's true. Yeah. Okay. Oh, a canning station. Actually, do we? I guess we need a kitchen to install a canning station, don't we? We don't have a kitchen around here. Also, my morale is not doing as well. Oh, Viva's a jerk. Viva's a big old jerk. Okay, well, let's muck out the latrine. I just want to see what my morale options are. We'll kick off some morale things. But then, yeah. Let's distribute some ammo. And see what that got us in the supply locker. We do have a comment on our, like, idea list that says that maybe we should be telling people what ammo they're getting as they hit that button. Because you often have no idea. Okay, so we got some 7.62, which is what we were going for. We've also got just a bunch of guns we don't need in here. Let's just salvage a couple of these. Doo-doo-doo. These are just the guns a lot of my characters came with. And, yeah, you know what? So I've already reduced the number of crossbows in the game already, like how many you're likely to loot. It's still too high. This is a silly number of crossbows. Like, why is the world so full of crossbows? Makes no sense. All right, so this amount of 7.62, it's enough for, you know, a heart, probably. Maybe two if you're doing other things and it's the dread zone. You know, they're not as resilient as they are in Nightmare or Lethal. But I kind of want more. We've got 20 ammo. I could blow it all on this, but then I don't know. Actually, I'm supposed to be destroying plague hearts with explosives. That's my goal. So once we're done upgrading this workshop, I'll have to find out what kind of explosives we've got access to. But it is 7:45. This is time to wake up my kids, so we're going to have to cut this short. But thanks for hanging out with me. Again, those of you who are watching me live, I'm going to go do some stuff with my kids. I'm going to come back here, and we're going to stream something else pretty soon. So, you know, keep an eye out for the notification. I am coming back, but just to make sure, you know, I'm not just making you hang around. We are going to end the stream for now, and then I'll come back a little bit later. So, you know, thanks for watching this, and we'll be back with the free people at some point in the future to, probably right there, to see if we can take down some plague hearts.